Yo guys, so today I was thinking about making a video regarding a topic that could be how did I start Gundam Store? And I know a lot of you guys probably already heard it on different videos or on live streams or whatever, but I just wanted to make a video for all the new people, the new customers, people that are interested in my web shop, my store, because we're actually just about testing to go worldwide, or at least open up some countries. We just have to figure out which countries. And with that in mind, it's always nice that customer knows who they're dealing with. So I'm not just Gundam-store.dk. I'm also a person. But long story short, I have been raised and born in Denmark. I'm half Japanese. I have not been fed up with anime when I was little because we did not have all those channels on the television. I'm an old guy. I am 47. And so first time I was in Japan, I think I was 16 years old. And there was no such thing as Gunpla Gundam in my head. That I didn't even see it, I think, because we were out visiting family and stuff. But when my daughter turned 6, I think, I told her to start to judo. And what that led to was that after 6 or 7 years, the judo club had a 25th anniversary. And on that anniversary, they actually decided to make a trip to Japan. And because she was only like 10 or 11, of course, I should join her. So I sold my car to be able to take her to this lovely country and to give her this experience. Now, we were only there for a week, and at some point we saw all kinds of stuff. You know, we had a planned route. We were like roughly 15, 20 people from the judo club, and the trainer was pretty hefty on all the stuff we should see. So at some point we went to Gaahleri, and we went to one of the malls in there where the top floor, I think, was primarily merchandise and gunpla kits, and I had no clue what that was. This was in 2014, people. So I am not one of those hardcore anime manga types that knows all the lore and knows everything. But nevertheless, I bought 2 kits because I just thought it looked funny. And the 2 kits were the GM Sniper K1 and this one, the Cubalay Papillon. And unfortunately with the Papillon there was a lot of stickers, but you know, I didn't know what else to expect, so I just made it. And I had a blast building these kits, and I can't even remember if I built them at the hotel and what I used for tools, if I had a nipper or I used nail clippers or whatever. I think I used some sort of plier, I think. And I started wondering why nobody is selling these kits. I mean, there were a few dealers that had a very, very few kits in stock, and started investigating. Now, the whole part of starting a business like that is just not something you do, but I investigated a lot of stuff, and I found out that it was not the time. I lived in a 3-room apartment with 2 small kids and very low finances, and not so much time. So I kind of forgot about it, but promised myself if the opportunity was right and I got some money, I would try to invest some time in it and give it a shot, because I thought if a guy like me can find Gunpla so interesting and comforting and relaxing, then most people should give it a try. Just like Lego. I mean, I am from the home country of Lego, Denmark. Always loved that as well. So in 2019, some stuff happened that gave me some finances, and we also moved, so we had a big house, and I decided to give it a shot. So what I did was I closed myself in my office for 14 days, and I built the web shop part 1, at least 1.0. And I ordered all the products. I made the designs, the pricing, the shipping rates, the deals with the shipping companies, the couriers and stuff. I had to set up all the the rules and the terms and conditions and everything that you have to do in a web store. Buy a label printer, make sure you have the right boxes, make sure you have the right labels. If you don't have labels, you print them out and put them in a pouch and stuff like that. Have a tape dispenser. There were so many things that I had to be considering in those 14 days. But I actually did it. In 14 days, I opened the door for the first time for a Gundam store. And because my primary job is as a Google Ads consultant, I was pretty hefty at the marketing stuff. It's very expensive, but that's just how it works. So after that, I actually never looked back. A lot of you have been following me for many, many years, and some might ask if you would do it again. Would you do it again? I would probably do it again, but it's not for everybody. Definitely not. As I always also stated a lot of times, last month was the first month in almost 4 years where I, for the first time, made a salary for myself, a paycheck. Not because I couldn't have done it before, but because I have been reinvesting all sales for 4 years into the web store, which means that's where it is today. So it's not for everyone. There's a lot of bumps. There has been a lot of bumps on the way up. Yesterday I made a lot of errors on a lot of orders because I'm not quite sure what the hell's going on, but stuff like that happens. But we have had a lot of bumps when we updated the system. I've made some errors in the coding that crashed the system. I've done a lot of stuff that wasn't very funny. And Gunpla isn't very easy to sell due to the fact there are so many different kits and they're only being produced in a limited amount of time before it goes offline again, and you have to wait for some point in history when they choose to reproduce it, and we have no clue when that is. So once the shelf is empty, we can't just buy some more, at least not for a long period. So we have to buy while it's there. How do you know what kit will sell and what kits will not sell? If they're old, at least. If they're new, there's always some hype, but then again there's a main character and different kind of stuff. But that was mainly how it started. And we moved after I filled up our house with kits at home. We moved to a bigger warehouse. A lot of you guys know that. It was not big. It was like 40 square meters. No water, no toilet, no heat, light sensor that kept going out, and people had a lot of fun on that. And then we were there for a year, and then we moved here in January. So been here for almost a year. And this place has by far been the most fun place. And this was also where I started doing the reels and shorts that people kind of find funny, and that made me get some traction on the social media and get a lot of attention from outside of Europe. Sorry, always yawning. Yeah, and the whole Europe adventure was like, in the beginning it was only Denmark, but Denmark is a very small country, so I started to expand to Sweden on the marketing front. And then I started expanding to the rest of Europe. But a lot of Europe actually came because I'm very strong on Google and results, and I think I got some traction there as well, especially on my social media channels, which is also why I'm making this video. So, not to take all hope from you guys. If you want to make a gunpla store yourself, be my guest. Just be aware that if you think this would be a primary income in the next couple of years, you would probably not succeed. It's not an easy market. You don't earn a lot, and things are hard to come by, and there's a lot of competitors as well. And you have to stand out in some way. My standout was not typically in pricing. I'm not the cheapest. I've said that 1,000 times, but I'm trying to build this adventure here with a huge stock, a lot of diversity in the kits, a fun YouTube channel, a Discord channel that are really very, very active with more than 400 members, just helping each other and sharing all kinds of stuff. We got an awesome Instagram as well, and the TikTok started. So things are starting to get fun. And now comes the adventure that is outside of EU, and we will try to go. I have a feeling that it should be the US or UK or Asia. I won't start all three in the beginning. UK has some rules regarding 135 pounds above and below. You have to pay taxes and not taxes. It's kind of annoying. But you guys probably know that. The same goes for the US. There's huge markets. So if we succeed, if I succeed in the US, I have to be ready for it. Since a lot of you guys probably don't know, I'm a one-man army. Do everything by myself, the shipping, the buying, the cart riding, the box assembling, everything. Marketing, YouTube, web shop, Only thing I don't do is accounting. So let's say the US got traction. I got like 50 orders a day besides what I already got, then I would be pushed to the limits. Let's say that. And yeah. The new stuff we have going on with the outside of EU, the shipping is with DHL Express, which means that you should be able to get your package fairly fast, and they almost promise that it will be the next day if it's within the cutoff time, of course. And the prices seem pretty fair compared to what I pay today on the GLS part. And of course, DHL will also be open for Europe for faster delivery and maybe even better rates. I don't know yet. I'm about to set that up, so please give me some slack. I will try to finish it as fast as I can. There's a lot of stuff I have to be aware of with the import and taxes. A lot of you guys wrote me that you know about this, but there will probably be a lot of people that does not know this. So I have to make some kind of info sheet on the website that you have to be aware of this with the terms and conditions. And also, if you choose to ship it back by not accepting this, it will be counter calculated, something like that, because I can't sit with that entire fee. Anyways, this video was about how I started the Gundam store, and that was how I started it. The idea was in 14. I realized it in 19 that it was about time, and now we're almost 2024, and we're going strong into Europe, and worldwide is next step. So I hope you guys will keep supporting, sharing, liking, subscribing, spread all the good karma and positive vibes regarding me and my store, because this is what I want. This is what I want to do for a living, as well as my other company. This is what I like to do. This is what drives me, having happy customers and fulfilling your needs for a good and healthy and fun hobby. And I'm pretty good at it, I think. So let's keep it that way. And I might ask in the Discord channel. They have some things in there that are easier for me because I could get fast answers. That if somebody is outside of EU, if they want to be test people, buy something and see how it goes. If it goes good and there's not a big amount of problems, I would try to open one of the countries or 2 or 3 countries to see how it goes. So that was my 2 cents. If there's other topics you want me to go through, then just write it in the comments or holler me at some other social media, and we'll see what I can do, because all this stuff about getting closer to your customers, knowing who I am, who you're dealing with, who you're throwing all your money at, it's sometimes just it's good for the relationship between customer and company. And since I'm a one-man army, it's even closer. You don't have all these people that you don't know who are, that keeps writing different persons each time you mail and stuff like that. I don't have supporters. It's only me for now. If we get too busy, there will probably be some more family members here, but let's see what we can do. That was my 5 cents. I've been rambling for 16 minutes, so short video. I hope you liked it. I hope it was giving in some way. And until next time, until I get a new idea, see you.